We might also be interested in other measures of central tendency within our data set, for instance the mean or the mode. So let's just remind ourselves about what the median and mode are, and you can look back at the accompanying lecture notes from previous weeks on what the median and the mode actually represent. But again, we want to label our data, median and mode, so that we remind ourselves what we're actually looking at. And there are commands within Excel that will calculate this for us. So equals median, and again open bracket. Click and drag is one way to do it, and we get a median for that particular data set of 14. Alternatively, we could use equals median, open brackets, and we could use the cell references, in this case C133, ranging it up to C2. And again, we can copy that cell across. I'm using the Control V command after copying it. Similarly for mode, we can do equals mode, and this will tell us the most frequent value within our data set. Again, I'm just doing a slightly different way to calculate the data range, a combination of clicking on the cell and typing in the cell references. So let's see that again, equals mode, click on the first cell that you're interested in, insert your colon, but instead of being C133 to C133, we want to change that to C2, and hey presto, we have our data. Now, one thing to be very, very careful of with modes in Excel is that Excel is not very clever, and it might not recognize that you have more than one mode within the data set. So we had 132 observations, and Excel is telling us that 10 is the mode for this particular column. That's maybe a bit problematic because we don't know, we haven't visually inspected the data to see whether or not 10 is the only mode. We just know that there is a large number of tens in that column. There might be an equal number of a different value. So you would, if you were using Excel to do this type of analysis, you would probably want to do some sort of sort of your data and check whether 10 is the true mode or whether or not there's another value that could equally be the mode. So personally, I don't tend to use Excel to work out modes because you kind of always have to go back and do some sort of visual inspection. There are other packages that might, return all the modes because you can have more than one mode value within a data set. So I'd be a little bit careful about using modes in that respect. What I'm going to do is take out this data here, this mean and standard deviation. These were the ones that we saved just as values. I'm going to take that out. And then I'm going to copy all of this here. So these are all formulae. I'm going to copy them across from A135, and I'm going to put them into A135 in here, all the way down, A135 in here, A135 in here, and all the way down, A135 in here. So again, it's nice when you set up your data files in a very systematic way, because you can save yourself a lot of work having to type in formulas or use cell references or commands, whatever it happens to be, by copying and pasting across, provided that the raw data is all in the same structure, the same organization. So organization is absolutely key when it comes to this type of work.